Energy 97.3, Tanya and Sonic. I have so many questions for our guest today. Now, she is a local woman here from San Diego, and it's funny how this came up because we had talked about baby names and a baby name vault and how I'm crazy. I don't even have kids yet, and and I have a list of names planned for my future babies. But Becca from La Mesa is here, and she actually commented a very lengthy comment about how she didn't know she was pregnant. Yeah. She didn't know she was carrying a child until 5 minutes before you had your baby?
Yes.
Okay.
I had a 5-minute labor, 3 contractions, 3 pushes, first one crown, second one head, third one baby in my hands in the bathtub at home.
Wait. Hold on. You got to walk me through this again. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. You never grew a belly, nothing.
The biggest, it just looked like I maybe gained some weight, some water weight,
right,
or some wine weight.
Or had a burrito.
Exactly.
So the day comes of the day that your baby's born, mm-hmm. Okay? And what are you feeling?
I woke up at about 4 a.m. and my heart was beating a little fast, and it was kind of weird. I didn't understand why. I just thought, whatever, maybe it was all the food I ate on Thanksgiving because it was Black Friday morning.
Yeah.
And I have endometriosis, which is the biggest reason why I didn't know. I had a period every single month, the entirety of the pregnancy.
You had a period every single month.
Yes.
Okay, which usually that's the indicator when
you are not
think.
Pregnant.
Exactly. Okay. So then
I had to go to the bathroom at some point. It was probably about 7 a.m. and noticed I started bleeding, and it was heavier than normal, but I thought it was an endometriosis, just one of my bad months.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I have really horrible months. I puke. Mainly the reason why we didn't know was because of my personal health complications and what I deal with on a daily basis. I have celiac disease as well. So okay. I deal with almost every morning having some sort of morning sickness, whether I puke or just feel like I'm going to puke. It's just the way that my stomach is because I can't digest the food. I don't have a gallbladder, so I had that removed.
Okay.
So with that, any, actual morning sickness was explained away.
Yeah.
I also have cystic ovaries, so there's just those complications that I deal with regularly.
Right. Okay, so you have to go to the bathroom, and then you realize it's not what you think it is.
So I told my boyfriend, I'm not sure. I might need to go in. I don't really know what's going on. It might be my endo. But I felt like, I don't know, this is going to sound funny, but I felt like I had to poop.
Yeah.
So moms will know that that's clearly what you feel like when you're having your first contraction.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I went and sat on the toilet. And so then that triggered in my head, like, what in the world was
what's coming out of me? Yeah.
And so I went to wipe and felt a bulge. And I looked over at my boyfriend who was standing in the doorway of the bathroom, and I said, call 911, something's coming out of me. And still at that point, like, we had no idea what was going on.
Right.
So he looks at me and goes, babe, you're in your head. This is so because we were on WebMD. What would be coming out of you, an alien? Verbatim quote.
Okay.
So I was like, no joke, call 911. I think I need to go to the hospital. So he walks away to go get his phone to call 911. And I got off the toilet, stepped into our bathtub, immediately got on my knees to turn on the bathtub. Before I could do anything, the second contraction hit and his head came out. And so I grabbed
got chills. Oh my
his
gosh.
head in my hand with my left hand, and it was 2 simultaneous contractions. Head, and then his entire body came out. And the second one, it was less than 5 minutes of labor, and he was in my hands in between my legs, and he's looking at me. He went from, my girlfriend's having an endometriosis episode, to, oh my God, my girlfriend just had a baby, get here now.
Oh my gosh, literal chills all over, like on my face, which is crazy. First of all, your story, miracle baby, mother. How amazing is your story? If you don't know, my mom actually is also one of those women who did not know she was having a baby. It was actually me. She did not know she was having me until the night that she had me. Not minutes before, but still the night that she had me. My biggest question is, did you ever, I know that you always had your period and stuff and you just never thought, that was happening, but did you ever take a pregnancy test?
I did it the first, I was probably now, because they said he was 39 weeks, so he was full term.
Okay.
He would have been a month at that point, and it must have been a false negative because it came negative.
Which is so scary to
and
girls
I was
everywhere.
on birth control.
And you were on birth control.
So he's literally got a purpose. He's here for a reason.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It can happen.
All right, Becca. Well, thanks so much for coming in and telling your story and letting all of San Diego know that it happens. You went through everything. You're a yoga teacher at the Wellness Lounge in Kearney Mesa, and which, by the way, I've taken your class before. Love you. You know, you took a pregnancy test maybe a month in, false negative. Yep. You had your baby 5 minutes after you felt something. Never showed.
Nope.
And your baby is just a healthy baby boy. What's his name?
Grayson.
I love that very much. Well, thanks again for coming in and sharing your story and freaking me out. Thanks, Becca.